together, let's welcome Chuck Sullivan to the soapbox.
Thank you, and we would like to thank George for what he does, and it's always great to follow Purnell, although not easy to do. And also would like to mention my friend Wesley Moore has a new novel called Today, Oh Boy, and it'll be coming out soon, and Wesley is, you know, a great star of Chico Feo, and a marvelous writer, and has a great sense of humor. And also, this is just to mark the time.
Here,
this is Native American History Month, and you know, I kind of think like probably the twin original sins of America were slavery and the treatment of indigenous populations. But this is a soapbox type, but I'm not going to get on the soapbox. Anyway, and of course we always have the blood moon coming up tomorrow on election day, so we'll have to see what happens. Okay, this first poem is a poem I wrote for a friend of mine for his birthday, and I wrote it a while ago. And my friend's name is Gary Spence, and Gary's wife Sue asked him what he wanted for his birthday, and he told her he wanted, you know, a painting by Tommy Robinson in Charlotte, who's an excellent painter, and he said he wanted a poem by me, and we were good friends. So his wife asked me if I'd do it, and I said, "Sure, Sue, of course." I said, "But I'm going to have to get a handle on this. You know, it's not just, hey, happy birthday, we love you, yeah." So I was out at dinner with Gary, and we were having a few drinks, and we started talking about old radio shows, like when we were kids. And he's from Yorkshire, England, from Bradford, and we were talking about the different shows we liked, and so he was saying his favorite show was this variety show, and his favorite act was the Juggler. And he said, he's explaining, yeah, he's got duck pins and he's juggling them and he's doing this and doing that, and it was really incredible. I said, "Gary, did you ever think that it was the radio and they could just be telling you that?" He said, "Well, I don't care if they were just telling me that. I believed it." So I took that and ran with it for his poem. And it's just called The Juggler on the Radio for Gary at 40. In a new country, a world away, the Yorkshire man at 40 remembers pressing the doubtless witness of his child's ear to the light behind the face of the radio's tiny cathedral, and recalls his faith, a tough act to follow. What the child knew was the pure sound of syllables, juggling a magic beyond his sight. 3, 4, and finally 5 duck pins or swords of fire, the weight and size and edge of a world of objects, caught up in the motion of all things tossed in the air, each the ward of sure hands, speaking the unseen balance of deeds only a child could believe. Now and then amazed, we still dream the show we believe as children before TV, even on this sharp waking edge of our 4th decade of mysteries. Hearing now through a sound ever more darkly, we chance to take, for better or worse, those old unseen hands at the tricky performance of their word. God bless the dial-lit spinner of 40 plates at once. Our turning years on their thin sticks have wobbled in time like phantom Wedgwood plates at great risk, and yet each crisis has seen them be spun back to spinning straight, or so we have heard, and so still listen to the envisioned sleight of hand that blesses the blind balance of going where we know we are, at the vaudeville mercy of the child who makes belief real in the Juggler on the radio. Thank you.